What's up, Martin? What's up, reality? Let me get one if you guys can hear me, and we will wait for some people to come in the chat. And then we'll get going. What's up, Amito? Let's see who filters in. I know I'm running later than I expected. Kids have a snow day tomorrow, or they already called and canceled a little while ago with the text. And then we ended up going out grocery shopping. Shout out, Martin. Love you, brother. And you get supplies and stuff, and then, well, actually, we just went to get regular groceries, really, and then we found out about the storm was going to be worse than we thought, so she just ran out to get, extra water and stuff like that, just in case. I don't know if you guys are from the U.S. or not, or if it happened in your state, but when COVID first hit, it was toilet paper that was like the hot item. People were absolutely hoarding toilet paper, fighting over toilet paper like one of those Popeyes chicken sandwiches. It was crazy, right? It was crazy. So, let's see what else we got. What's up, Karen? Hurst, as always, brother. What's the good? As we watch the obviously anticipated retrace back down to recover the green candle and retest the previous resistance to try to claim it as support, right? We all expected this. Should have been no surprise to everybody. I know Hurst or Martin, one of you took this short. Pretty obvious entry. What's up, Danny? Matek. All right. I'm going to try to talk slow. Grannies were like going, yeah, exactly. Toilet paper. Then it was like, lately it's been like macaroni and cheese and stuff like that. What's up? What's up, Don Max? Don the Max, man. So, yeah. So people are getting like more used to it, like the false alarm storms, like, and stuff like that. Oh, wait, battery. Hold on, guys. Let me go get the cord. Oh, God. I should have known that all my battery went to Minecraft. I swear it's not me playing. What's up, Proximity? What is up? Okay. I got some water for the throat. Still getting used to talking this much, right? When you're used to talking as much as I talk, and then you really have nobody but yourself to talk to and children, or the TV, and then you come back and try to talk again, my vocal cords are just getting back used to it, right? So as we're looking at the chart now, right, I think a couple of you guys took this short. I mean, if it's not already a position like this, whether it plays out past take profit one or not, a position like this is going to be, again, if it isn't already, a short position after that green candle is going to become instinct. It's going to become absolute bread and butter, easy. You look at the chart, you won't even have to think twice, okay? That's where you're going to get if you're not already there, okay? Why, right? Why right there would we be looking for a short position, right? We go over our list, right? Our confluences, our checklist, okay? The criteria, right? Extended above the 50 EMA, right? Coming into resistance with previous liquidity left below to be recovered, right? Coming into multiple levels of resistance, previous liquidity. Okay, what do we have? Okay, again, extended above the 50 EMA, right? Coming into the reverse scope extension, right? After, right, what do we have? Rise, retrace, continuation. What did I say I was looking for? Price to come up. We were going to test this level. And then if we held support on the retest, right, of the tactical zone, right, previous support resistance, lined up with the 50 EMA, okay? If we held support, my next anticipated move, I think I drew it in the Discord, right? I think I drew it for you guys, right? This is what I was looking for, right? Bang, 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 bang. And then if we held support, 4-hour 50 EMA, okay? All right? But that's what we're looking for. What's up, Wave? What is up, System Hack? What's going on? Nice W. Nice W. Yeah, this is an inverse Batman pattern. Okay? If we get the other shoulder pad here, we will have a full Batman. We have the half Batman per Steve Morrow. We have the full Batman courtesy of Marvel, or DC Comics, is it? Okay. So like I told you guys all day, I think I'm going on 21 hours now. When did I post the first trade? Last night in the Discord. Okay. The first entry we posted last night, I believe it was, right? It was here. Okay, what was this? 9 o'clock last night. So almost a full 24 hours ago. Still up. It took some little naps here and there, right? Because you guys know when I get into this charts, you guys get me in the Discord, we get some, especially if we get some beautiful price action like this. Looks like nothing, right? Price didn't go anywhere, right? We didn't do anything. However, with this strategy, right, we managed to pull off. Let's add it up, right? We took this entry. We took our take profit, right? We had about a full percent, okay? Then we had our next entry, right? To take profit, 1.5%, right? That's 2.5%. We had the next entry here. Same thing, okay? Same thing, 1.5%, okay? Whether or not you got your take profit at this level, okay? We're still looking at 4%, right? And then the final entry, right? Retest the previous low, tactical zone. We take longs from the low of the day, shorts from the high. Price comes down, and then we get another full 3%, right? So that's 7% on the day, okay? Not counting your leverage. So for me, 16x times 7? I can't do the math. 6 times 7, 42. 6 times 6, 7, 10, 100%, right? 102% for the day, okay? Zero drawdown. What are we seeing? You're on Binance, but on Bybit it was a pin recovery. Oh yeah, sorry. I just have I have so much TA on all these charts that when I'm looking for a clean chart, I just cannot find one. Okay, let's go back. Yes, it was. Pin recovery, the red vector for another confluence. Yes, right here. Yep, absolutely right, Martin. Here we go. Another confluence. Recovery of previous liquidity, right? Of course. Thank you, Martin. Yes, wrong chart. I just do too much TA. I have my... Okay, reconnection successful. Press 1. Everybody can still hear me and see me, and we can keep it going. Okay? I'm limited on time tonight, but you know what you know what me limited on time, right? I have to save, you guys know, right? I have to save every stream. I have to save at least 15 to 20 minutes because that is how long it takes me to tell you that I need to go, right? When I say, okay, guys, time to wrap it up. From that, for the first time I say, I need at least 15 minutes to actually get the stream shut off, okay? Because I can't stop talking, especially about this, right? I get so into it. Because, guys, it really is. Why does this keep doing this? What is going on with the computer? See, the storm is already messing with me, right? Already messing with me. I never realized how much I needed. People relied on Wi-Fi until I lost it, right? So, let's get our stuff back here, all right? What's going on here? What's going on? We need to get this stuff back. All right, so, anyways. So, like Martin said, right? Let's add up the confluences. Right, let's go. All right, we had our... Oh, hold on. I don't know why this is acting like this today. What is going on? What is going on here? I tell you, the scope is going in reverse. Here we go. Just because I said reverse scope, so my entire computer decided to go in reverse, right? So there we go. There's our reverse scope extension, right? Just very simple, guys. I'm going to try to talk nice and slow tonight and not get too hyped up. All right. So we had, like I said, 7% in trades, long positions. Price has gone, right, from our first potential entry, right? So from our first entry here to where price is now, price has not even moved. Bitcoin has not even moved overall 1% for the last 24 hours. From our first entry that we took together live in the Discord, the first entry I gave with the take profits, okay? Bitcoin has moved 0.9%. However, with this strategy, with not only the way that we enter the trade, but the way that we take profits, the way that we exit a trade, okay, which is equally, if not more important than the entry, right? You can have all the sniper entries you want, but if you don't know when, where, and why to take profit, you are not going to be able to take advantage of that knowledge, okay? So Bitcoin moves 0.9% for the last 24 hours since our first trade. We make 7% times your leverage. Okay. So if you're on 10X, you made 70% profit. You're up still with more to potentially go if we hold support here. We're looking for the 4-hour 50 EMA. Okay, that's what I'm looking for. Or we will form a lower high or test the high and come on right back down and recover this green. Okay, the thing is, we don't know which way we're going to go, but the way we trade, the way that we trade price action, we don't care, and it doesn't matter, right? In a severe downtrend, again, in a severe downtrend, we are doing nothing but dropping for weeks. Okay, sideways day after another drop to the downside, and we pull 7% on 4 trades, 0 drawdown. From entry to take profit, if you caught the entry when I put them up, the correct entry, even, I mean, you might have gone a little bit red, if you caught it late, okay? But from entry to take profit, 0 drawdown, 0 risk, 0 worry, okay? Now, every day is not going to be like that, okay? That's how we roll. Exactly, because we don't care about anything but the price action, all right? Do we have some small wins? Yeah, listen. I get it, right? When we took that first trade, right? I gave you the first trade last night. I'm like, yeah, guys, here's your long entry, at the scope extension. And then we're looking for a take profit here, okay, at the tactical zone, okay? And then I saw the green candle. I said, know what I say, guys? Green candle into resistance increases probability of finding resistance in order to retrace back down to recover the previous liquidity. Price came up, came back down, recover the previous liquidity. Okay, set it over here as well. All right. So yeah, we made 1%. Woohoo, right? Made 1%. Yeah. You called a nice 1% move. Congratulations, right? You're trader of the year, teacher of the year, right? Okay, nothing much. Nothing to get excited about until you understand the strategy, right? Then what happened here? Okay, let's take it out, right? What happened here? Price started dropping. Okay. And what do we say, right? What do we know? What do we see? What did I put up? Okay. And why? Why is the question we need to ask, right? So what did I see? Voila, right? What did we see? We saw price find support, right? At the scope. This is the hourly now, right? We found price find support at the scope, retest the previous low, and then what did we say, right? Price was coming back down. We were looking for the recovery of the previous candle, right? Recovery of previous liquidity. Look how they do it, right? Induced trap, and then to the dollar, we recover, okay? So knowing that, we had also, right, we had the a previous low, okay? Also, I don't know why they're not, my screen's acting crazy, so bear with me, I don't know what's going on. Also, we had, ready? Remember, we had back-to-back session points of control, okay, lined up here. We also had, right, and I was prepared. If you remember, we had the naked point of control at 36.1, okay? Naked point of control at 36.1. Where does price go? 36.213, okay? Naked point of control, scope extension of the move, extended from the 50 EMA, coming into multiple levels of support with previous liquidity recovery and previous liquidity left above to be recovered, right? All confluences line up in our favor, right? Okay, your turn. Someone put you all in. You turn over your cards. What do we have right now, guys? We have pocket aces, right? Market maker puts us all in. What do? Of course, we call, right? We have a chance to lose. Yes, we do. Okay, but today we were 4 for 4 just following the basic strategy. All right, and perfect example, right? So, of how it works, how sometimes it doesn't come immediately back to recover the green, and we took profit, and we could have let it run, right? Right here. Okay, but let's look back. Okay, green candle, back down to recover. No further momentum. Little green candle, rejected at the 50 exactly, back down to recover. Green candle up into take profit, rejected at the same area, back down. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Good thing we took take profit, right? On the fourth turn, right? Green candle at the low, but of course, right? We know that this is a tactical zone, okay? It's the 50 EMA, and it's also a retest of the 1 hour scope of the move that was support that lost support down to the scope. So we anticipate a retest of all three, right? 50 EMA, retest of the previous support resistance being the scope of the entire move, and a retest of the tactical zone, which is a support resistance zone as well. Okay, so when we see the green candle coming into resistance, increasing probability of finding resistance in order to retrace back down and recover the previous liquidity. This time it did not come back down yet, but we still took take profit. Okay, could we have let it run and got a few more bucks out of our percentage because we had 25% or 50% or whatever you take profit on take profit one left in the position? Of course. But if we use that mindset, then this trade or this trade, you would have been up and you would have gotten stopped out after being in profit. And how many times have we done that? How many times did we do that? I know that was my story. Yes, I lost a lot of my trades, but half of them, they were wins. I was in profit, but I didn't want to take that small amount of percentage. I wasn't here to make 1 or 2%, or on my leverage 16%. You know, I was trading with $100, $100. I didn't sit here all day to make 16 bucks, 32 bucks. But now I look at it, I'm here to make percentages consistently. Okay, so this time, right, we could have waited to take profit, but we don't know that. All we know is that we got to the resistance level again. We don't know if we are going to break through, so we take profit. We're playing probabilities. Green candle into resistance increases probability of finding resistance. What happened up here? Green candle into resistance, increasing probability of finding resistance to retrace back down, to recover, or at least retest. And that's exactly what we did. Okay? So we don't focus on, oh man, we shouldn't have taken profit. We should have waited all the way up here. You didn't know it was going to go up here. Even though I drew my little projection, I didn't know it was going to go up there. I just told you if we were going to retrace back up and at least test the 200, which is the hourly 50 EMA, or potentially even now, if we break up the 4-hour 50 EMA, more importantly as well, more long-term, okay, that is what we needed to do. We didn't do it here. We did it here, okay? If you remember in the Discord, right, also, what did I say? Everybody can still see me and hear me. Is it skipping or anything? Because I'm getting a little annoyed at OBS right now, okay? Everybody good? Okay, so listen, what else did I say in the Discord? Who was I talking to, right? I said, hey man, hit all those trades 3 for 3, right? And then I said, however, after we came up here in the New York high, I said, however, we saw this green candle, right? What did I say, guys? What did I say? However, I felt like this previous support was going to break and we were going to come down to the scope of the move to recover the green candle, right? Okay. That's what I said I felt like was going to happen. We could have very well, just like here, continued, retraced, found support, continued to the upside. Okay, perfect. All right, perfect. All right. We could have very easily did the same thing here as we did here. Okay, remember, that's when I drew this. I drew the projection of this over here. I said, that's what we need to do. We need to break, retest, continue, break, retest, just like we're doing here. However, I said it over here, but when this was happening, after we see the green candle, of course, I said I am betting, or I am looking for, or thinking, or feeling, whatever I said, that this support was going to break and we were going to come down and test the scope of this move in order to recover that candle before moving higher. That's exactly what we did. Again, it's not magic. I'm not a psychic and I don't have a crystal ball. Post knows I have a crypto ball. That's it. It's not the same as a crystal ball. Okay? It comes from just seeing the same stuff over and over. The same way that I can say, hey, on a chart and not even draw the scope and look at a low or a high and say, yep, that's the scope or the reverse scope. And I pull it across the chart and boom, right on the dot, right? It's only because I've pulled a million of them. It's only because I've seen them a million times. It's only because I understand that, all right? That's why I don't draw take profit levels and do that thing anymore. Because I can look and see, yup, that's good. That's probably like 1.6%, whatever. You know, that's probably like a good amount. What are we? 1.48, close enough, 1.5. All right, I can look and say that's enough for a take profit before I enter. I don't got to measure out and do all that stuff. But you'll get to that point. You got to go through the process. Just like I don't use a lot of extra stuff that's in the PDF and stuff, daily, weekly, month. I don't go to all those charts and do all that stuff anymore. Because I've evolved my pricing. I just seen it so much that I don't need all that anymore. I understand I can pick and choose and understand the things that I see on the chart as the highest probability outcome. Okay, just like I can have poker cards in my hand, I can see, what you're betting, what's on the table, and most of the time I know what you have. Okay, but sometimes you beat me, sometimes you bluff me, just like the market maker, right? Sometimes I take profit here, because green into resistance increases probability to find resistance. I take profit and you break up to the upside, right? Sometimes I'll short here and you'll decide to just break up to the 450 EMA, right? You'll test this high. You'll come up, take the highs and hit the stop loss and stop me out. But most of the time, a majority of the high probability is that when we are this extended with this price action after breaking a key resistance level with notable volume, because remember guys, when we break those previous highs, previous lows, a lot of that move is fueled by stops being hit with opposing orders, right? You got to short, close it with a long. Got to buy, close it with a sell. Okay, that's a lot. When you see those when you're coming up to the high and boom, you get those big candles and they just turn into wicks. That's all being fueled by, you'll go on EXO or one of those and see whatchamacallit. You'll see open interest dropping while price is rising. Okay, that's my girlfriend. She's coming home soon. I understand the tax zone already made from those levels. Yes, exactly. But anything you use is extra confluence, right? So draw out. But here's the other thing, guys. I wouldn't have got to the level that you see me at, right? In just a year. I've been trading a year for my first spot trade, right? You wouldn't have seen me get to this level, the evolution, unless I did the steps like I did them. So don't. If you're just starting out, go through the levels. Draw all the levels. Use all the levels. Need to say, okay, this is also the daily open. It's also the initial balance high. And it's also the reverse scope of the move in the previous red candle. Add all those liquidities, right? 4, 5, 6 levels of resistance, right? We're coming into all those resistances, right? Pumped right into the open, right? They pump just enough. Everybody gets in, boom, snaps price back down, retest the previous high, right? As anticipated. As anticipated. I said it in the Discord, right? Oh, that's the high probability move. That's all we got to take, guys. And it paid off today, right? 7% so far. Okay. Not to mention, if you already took a short, you're up 1% from the move, right? I took a short, you're up about 1% depending on your entry, right? 1%. Not a lot of drawdown, right? We had no drawdown. The entry from this morning, right? 36.2. That's what we're looking at. 36.2. Okay. 36.20, whatever. 36.3, sorry. 36.3. Someone in the Discord had 36.333 marked down. Whatever. If you're watching the video now. Excellent. He had it there for days. Boom. Hit that entry. Okay. Why? He was looking at confluences. Let's take a look at something, right? Let's look at this. Let's pull something up and talk about it. Follow the basic. Yeah, song on repeat, guys. That's it. It's, I want to, I would love it to be like, wow, strategy is so complicated. Oh my God, there's so many things. How does he do it? I don't want that. I want you guys to look at my strategy and say, oh my God, look how easy I can win if I just follow those rules. Like, look now, right? What else was the confluence for the short? All right, right now, right? Let's see who's paying attention. Let's see what we got, right? So let's look at the charts, right? So we would short here. Obvious short. If it wasn't obvious for you now, it will be, trust me, very soon. Okay, sooner than later. All right, let's go through the confluences. We'll do a little quiz. Little quiz. Let's see who gets it. Okay, hold on. So we go to short here. I'm going to list the confluences. You tell me which one's missing. Okay, you tell me what I'm looking at. See if you guys see my eyes. I want you to see through my eyes. That's in the end. That's what I need you guys to do. Okay, Martin, cut it out. All right, Martin. Damn it, Martin. All right, you get the prize. Right. So yeah, Martin. Previous session point of control. When we come back into previous sessions, we often retest the point of control, the level at which the most volume was traded. Right. So we see extended from the 50 EMA coming into the reverse scope of the move. The daily open, right? Or actually, no, sorry, not the daily open. Wait. Yesterday's daily open? I'm not sure. Whatever. Okay. Coming into multiple levels of resistance. Then we look, right here. Bang. To the dollar. Previous day's point of control, right? The area at which the highest amount of volume was traded for the session, right? For the day, right? There's our naked point of control, right? There was a naked point of control that got hit there as well. Okay, let me bring up the other chart, a little more clear picture, okay? Let me bring up the tactical TPO. If you have XO charts, previous day's high. If you have XO charts, okay, go get all these. I made all these templates myself. There's like 16 tactical templates. I just put together all the simple ones that we need to use. Bid, ask, tactical TPO. Inspirations, of course, from my man Luke, Brad at the Trade Vets, Danny from Chart Champions, right? Inspiration from them as well, right? Saw some of the stuff they were looking at. Obviously, I want to look at the same stuff, right? Bang, look at this. Session, point of control, point of control, point of control. Right? All lined up at the same level. I know it's hard to see probably. Oh, look at that. You see everything, right? So much information, but I don't need all that information, right? Overload. I don't need to know every delta and all that. If you want to get into it, that's fine. Confluence is confluence. And it equals confidence, right? If you want to use fib circles, I don't care what you use to add to the strategy. It's all just another level of confluence. Okay? Here we go. Sorry guys, I'm getting out of control. Multiple points of control lined up at the same area. Okay? Here you go. Right? So, this price action was very easy to determine. Okay? So, even here, right? Take profit wasn't all the way up here. Our take profit here on that second trade and possible third trade if you took both entries, right? You were taking profit here, right? You could have been taking profit here. You could have waited to here. All the same, right? Previous red candle recovery, previous high, all lined up at the same spot, okay? Support, resistance, flips, okay? Very simple. It's not always going to be this easy. Okay, obviously, every day is not going to be this easy, but if you follow the rules, right, it doesn't matter, all right? No, don't trade the direction, right, all that. And also, guess what else you don't have to do with this strategy? You never have to guess a high or a low. It's just the next long or short you trade that fits the criteria for our entries, which is extended from the 50 EMA, coming into multiple levels of support or resistance, hopefully. And it's not 100% necessary, but it's what we definitely want to see with previous liquidity left below to be recovered, right? We still have a long way to go, guys. We're not out of the woods yet. We didn't go anywhere, right? We didn't go anywhere, okay? Scope, retrace, rejection of the previous low, continuation to downside. Drop, retrace, drop, retrace, drop, retrace, right? What do we see here, right? There's our reverse scope of the move. What does it line up with? Oh, look at that. Are we surprised? Come on, guys, right? Previous resistance, flip to support, right? And now we look for it to potentially flip to resistance. So it doesn't mean it's going to be resistance, right? But here we have multiple levels of resistance lined up. So if we are in a long position, it's only logical that that is a place that we would almost always look to take profit, okay? Does that make sense to everybody? All right? Same thing same thing with the previous lows and stuff like that, right? If we would just think about it in your mind like this, right? If this was this is where you'd want to take a long, right? Would it not make sense that when we return to that area and you were in a short position, that you should probably potentially be looking to take profit on a short, we would take profit on a short at a place that has the highest probability of finding support and sending price back up to our entries or back up towards our entry, right? So what better place than the place you longed from, where you found lots of support, right? This is a notable volume tax zone forming here, and it's been forming for weeks. Okay, weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks. Okay, weeks later, bang, notable volume support, right? So if we were to break below this today, right? If we broke down to the next level, right? And we talked about it. Okay, let's go to the hourly. We talked about it, right? Let's see. Let's just keep quizzing. Let's throw some things out there. The wife's on the way home, right? Let's take a look. What happened if we went lower? Where will we do, guys? This is all I do. This is it, right? This is it. Next level, next scope, next move, guys, right here. Swing low, swing high, right? Swing low. Oops, sorry, to the swing high. Let's bring it up to the low, okay? What do we have, right? What do we have? Swing low, swing high. Now, okay, what do we have? Okay, let's spread the chart out, right? Probably no surprise, right? The scope extension is a previous low, right? A notable support area where buying stepped in, supply, demand, inventory, right? And then what do we have at the scope? Okay, what do we got going on at the scope? Okay, well, also a previous resistance that flipped to support in this zone. Okay, 35.3, 35.2, right? So depending on, now what do we want to see? Like these are the levels, guys. So if you're shorting, this is the hour. This would be like a swing short situation, right? So if you're in a swing short, right, we drop, retrace, bang to the downside, okay? Come down, recover all the previous liquidity in this zone, okay? We will be looking to take profits, okay? Now, if you were doing a swing trade, right, we would come down to the scope of your move, right? The scope of the local move. Then we have the scope of the next move, and then we have the scope of the scope extension of the move, right? These are take profits at every single pivot, right? How do you decide the right time to enter on the lower time frames? Matt Maytech, good question, right? Sometimes I use them, sometimes I don't, right? Something like today, okay? How do I decide to enter? Well, first, let's talk about it like this. Let's open a chart layout. Let's open up the good old, what I have it, Market Lib. It's got my money flowing on. This used to be my bread and butter right here. EMA, money flow, PVA candles. That's it. We don't want the monthly. I can't trade the monthly. It's already, guys, the 15-minute is literally watching paint dry to me. I can't stand it. All right, so let's look. Let's take a look. Oh, this is Solana. This is Solana. I love you, Solana. Solana made me a lot of money, guys. You guys had me trading Solana, and Solana was putting up, like, numbers. Solana was putting up, what are these candles? Okay, Solana was putting up, like, heavy percentage. Look at that, right? They're heading in the daily up, right? It's, let's see where we are. Okay, let's find a time. What is this? This is 1600. Where are we at? 1600? Oh, how did I know, right? So let's look. Let's take a look, right? So 1600 here. Let's go to the 5 so we can come on. Oh, shoot. Why did I do 5 months? 5. There we go. We don't do 5 months here apparently. All right, where are we at? It's the 5 minute. Oh, look at all that TA over there, right? That's all the TA already had, right? So you see the tactical zone? I don't even have to look. We move it out, right? We're going to move it out, right? How did I know? How did I know, right? Before I even pull it, right? How do I know that this tactical zone was exactly lined up with the reverse scope? Am I a psychic? I am not. I've just seen it too many times. Previous red candle, reverse scope, tactical zone, previous low retest, notable volume support, notable volume break. What comes next? Song on repeat, retest. Retest, guys. That's what we're looking for. The retest. Doesn't matter what time frame. All right. But how did I know, right? How did I know before I even pulled it, right? I said, here we go. Watch, right? How did I know before I even pulled it that this low would be the reverse scope before I even pulled it all the way down there? Okay. I know because experience. I know because I've done it a million times. I've seen it a million times. And I expect it. I used to, and do not do this. Somebody brought it up today. I used to mess around a little bit on the streams, right? And I would predict highs and lows. And again, this is just a cheap parlor trick, okay? I would call highs and lows sometimes just by doing that, right? So this is what I would do, right? I would see, okay, there'd be no price action here. I'd see, okay, where would the low be that lines this up with the previous red candle recovery line? So I'd go do something like this. I'd be like, this is going to be the bottom right here, okay? And then price would come and it would bottom pretty close. Sometimes you guys remember, sometimes right to the damn dollar, right? And you guys would be like, what? Oh my God. But really, you could, I'm not even going to say, never mind. I'm not even talking about it because people will do it, right? But there are times. Have some fun. Go back and look, right? But anyways, right? What do we see? Break, retest, break, retest. All right, so now we have our reverse scope there, okay? We can do a reverse scope and reverse scope essentially the move now, right? What do we got? Swing high and a swing low. What do you know, guys? Like, what are the odds that it's exactly, right? What are the odds before I even pull it, right? How do I know this stuff, okay? To the scope extension, back test the reverse scope, lined up with the 50 EMA. And, drum roll, right? Because it's the same on all time frames, nothing special, right? What do we got? Previous support. Bring it over, flip to resistance, flip to potential support. Tactical zone, 5 minutes, okay? This is it, guys. This is it, okay? You broke the low here, right? Broke below on the tactical zone. Wick below on the 5 minute. of the scope extension. Okay, so let's get back to the question, right? How do I know to enter on the lower time frames, right? So we see price dropping. She's dropping and dropping and dropping, right? She's dropping it like it's hot, okay? Dropping it like it's hot. We come up, what happens? We break, retest up, drop, retest. Guess where we expect price to go? After we test the scope, right? If we break and test support, we anticipate possibly the higher level. If we break and retest resistance on the first try, right? Break below the 50, retest, drop, retrace, continue. Break above the 50, rise, retrace, continue, right? Shout out to Tino, Traders Reality, right? My man. Rise, retrace, continuation to the upside, the pattern, right? All right, but we have a variation, right? So when we saw this, this, and this, we anticipate the next level, which is, look, the scope extension area. Okay, somewhere near the scope extension, we bring it over, right? Hold on, we bring it up and over. Not perfect, right? Not perfect. Okay, but we get the scope extension, and then we anticipate our longs. Okay, again, we are extended to the downside, coming into multiple levels of support with previous red candles left to recover. Okay, we look to enter. I'm looking to enter. Bang, red candles lose the support that I anticipated. Why? Again, because we dropped and we retested resistance. We could not claim back above that level that we just broke. So I'm anticipating a retest to the downside. Test the next level, see if we can come back up. Again, it's just the higher probability stuff. I have been wrong before. There's been times when I was wrong, believe it or not. They may even have been recorded. Or maybe I deleted those videos. I don't know. Maybe they just got lost. The YouTube messed up the upload. I don't know. I just see if you can find one out of the hundreds of trades. All right. But again, I don't say that to brag. I say that to show you that it's really can be this easy. Okay. You just gotta be robotic. I know it's easier said than done. Yeah, don't worry about price, man. Don't worry about your money that you're throwing away. Don't worry about that $1,000 that you have riding on the size of a candle of some computer halfway across the world in a country you're not even allowed to trade in without a VPN, right? Trust them. Trust your money with them. I know it's easier said than done, guys. All right. But if you're here to do that, then do it. Right? If you're here to put your money on the line on your analysis of the charts, then do it. Just go ahead and do it. Don't be scared. Just do it. I know, easier said than done, right? Okay? Just like poker, right? At first, I was scared to bet. I didn't want to lose. Am I scared to bet my money? I don't want to lose. Not about the money. I just didn't want to stop playing. I told the guys, I don't care. I don't care about the money. I'm not here if I win or lose. You know, $100 buy-in for all night. You know, couple tournaments, cash games. I'm like, I don't want to lose the money because I don't go to the ATM after the first drop, right? So I put, you know, whatever, 300, 500 in the cash game, whatever it is, the buy-in or max buy-in. Obviously, you got to have the max on the table, man. You can't have a lot of people bully you around, right? So when that's gone, I don't discipline, right? When that's gone, if I lose, I don't care if it's one hand or 100 hands. I don't go get more money, okay? But I learned, right? You're here to play. The odds are in your favor. I only have so much left. I want to stay and play. Maybe I'll just fold and whenever I'm scared to call. No, you got to make a decision, man. You're here to put your money in the markets and try to change your life. Try to change your family's life, whatever it is. Try to just have fun. Try to get rich, whatever you're here for. I'm just here to help you achieve whatever goal that is, as long as that goal is derived from being successful and consistent in trading. That's what I'm here for. Whatever you decide to do with those tools, that's on you. What I decided to do with the tools is come help others, okay? Just help others. Because I know what it was like, guys. I know it was like wanting this, and they make it look so easy, all those big channels, and you come, and it's like, you win a couple, lose it all back. Win a couple, lose all back. You're playing blackjack at the casino, right? Playing blackjack. Better be playing, playing craps, roulette, something that, you have no control over. You have control over this, right? You have weapons. You have skill. You watched us do it today. In the downtrend, right? In the downtrend, right? Here's the reason, right? Look, on the short, why do you take profit here? Who else is taking profit, right? Maybe other people are teaching to take profit, right? It's a 1% move. That's all we got, guys. Even if you didn't catch, even if you didn't catch a move, a 1%, right? But look what's happening, right? We could likely break above, all right? We don't know yet. I don't know why I picked an arrow. Maybe it's pointing to the time because I'm keep talking and my wifey's on the way home and I got to help bring shit in. But where are we at? Reverse scope of the move, lined up with previous liquidity. Initial balance high, retest. Okay? That's what we're looking at right now. What is going on in my chart? Where are my indicators? All right, guys, this stuff hitting home? Can you look at FTM? Yes, I can. But anyway, I'm sorry. I just talked through all that. Matek, I got you. Then FTM, and then I'm going to go. Oh, God, here comes the text. Here it all comes. What's going on? Who wants me? I don't know what that was. All right, so here we go, right? What's going on? What's going on, right? So, let's look at the indicator. So, we're back up to the upside. We're on top of the oscillator. We could get a crossover. All right, money flow is in the green, right? We have two choices here. The price can only do up or down. And usually only in the same type of manner. So what do I see here, right? Now, we knew we were retesting. We knew there was a high likelihood or a possibility on this retest to continue to the upside. Yes, there's green candles below. I don't always make my decisions based on the green candles, but on the price action round. New session, right? So we would either continue up to the 4-hour 50 EMA and then back test that level, in my opinion. Maybe up the weekly VWAP, right? Retest, come up to this level, retest the initial bounce high, continue the upside. Or we form this lower high at the reverse scope, drop down, probably drop, retrace, drop, right? We would drop, and then we would retrace back up, and it would line exactly up at the 50 initial balance low. All that perfect OCD stuff, right? Right, Premier? Just that perfect hit. Like, look at this. Right, perfect hit. Soothes my soul. Right? Look at that. I mean, God, doesn't that just do something for you? I'm just kidding, right? Like these, I mean, come on, right? Perfect recovery of previous liquidity entries. Oh my God, that's what we're here for, right? All right, guys, so that's what we're looking at, right? So again, how do I do in the lower time frames? So price is coming down here. I know I'm looking for this to lose support, right? Had support there, notable volume support. So if we break, I know we're going to get a little bit of volume, right? Maybe we're going to hit some stops. We're going to do some shorts like, oh, look, we lost the golden pocket. We're going down, bear market, right? Okay. So when I see that, we can drop to the lower time frames. And what do we see? Look, on the 5-minute, bang, extension away from the 50 EMA. Let's look at the 1 minute, right? Why am I going to the month? Why am I going to the monthly, right? Where are we at? 1,600. What do we got, guys, right? Price comes down. What do we see? It's so beautiful, right? Previous low, right? Here we go. We come down, bang, support, come back up. What do we got? Bang, resistance as anticipated, okay? I mean, we can get crazy, right? There's a scope and a tax zone for everything, right? Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Isn't that a beautiful thing, guys? You can do this previous low. Reverse scope extension, right? Scope extension drop, okay? We're coming into this. This is what we're looking at, right? So we drop down, we took that low, and we start dropping down. So we can take that entry there, okay? What do we have here? Look, same thing. Drop, retrace, continuation. As price drops down, bang, that's where we hit, okay? So now, I don't have to put it on there. I can though, right? Even if we take the scope extension, right? So to the first take profit, right? 120, okay? And then we have what? So we have even all the way below the previous low, right? We have about a 3-to-1 risk-reward ratio, 120 to 40. And that's just to take profit 1. That's good. 3-to-1 risk-reward ratio, okay? The thing about these zones that's a beautiful thing, right? Take these off the charts, right? If you didn't have the scope and scope extension prior to those, where exactly were you looking to enter, right? Where exactly were you thinking to enter? It was in no man's land. I was the same way. Like, why? Like, this gives you a clear place to enter and put a stop loss below a subsequent support or resistance. If you're longing from the scope, you can put it below the scope extension. If you're longing from the scope extension, you can put it below the scope, or the low. You can put it below whatever level, at least a clear level, so you know when it hits, your trade is likely not going to play out anyway. It wasn't going to play out anyway, the way I do it. Okay. So we can drop to the lower time frames. If you don't want to use the 1, use the 5. It's good too. The 1 might be a little, Jesus, with the months. The 1 might be a little bit tricky for some people. Look at the 5, right? Same stuff, guys. Same stuff. What do we see, right? Price comes down, temporary support, breaks down, bang. There's your entry, right? If you missed it, where's your entry, guys, right? What do you see on my charts? If you missed the entry, be patient and wait for what? Dun, 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 scope of the move, right? Scope. Okay? That's what you can wait for. Okay? Same thing, right? Over here. Move over, right? We got the lows. All right? There's your next levels, right? Price comes here, goes all the way up. This time, scope extension, okay? Granted, it's the 5 minute. This time, this is where we hit the previous low. But you have an opportunity to wait. If I come to the chart for a long, comes to the chart for a long, bang, that's what I'm looking for. So we're extended from the 15-minute 50. I come to the lower time frames, and we're extended from the 5 and the 1, okay? We're more likely to get a retrace. Remember what I said, guys? About, you guys were saying we could get a lower level too, right? 35, 6, whatever. Or, you know, hit the naked, whatever. Hit naked point. What did I say? Price was already so extended here by the time we took this beautiful first entry. 1, 2, 3, 4 entries today, right? By the time we took this entry, that it would, the likelihood it could have gone down, but the higher probability was to at least, remember what I said, guys, go back and look. God knows what time it was. What's this entry? Probably like 4 in the morning, right? What is it? Come on, get off my screen. 5 in the morning, right? Lovely to be in the Discord with you. I'm going to wrap it up soon. I'm going to do FTM and then I'm done. Okay. The likelihood of continuing to the downside after this move had already happened was far less than at least coming back up to retest the previous low in the 50 and then continuing to the downside. Probabilities, right? And we played the probabilities and it played us out for 7% on the day. Not a crazy day. Times it by your leverage. Guess what? Even if you're on 5x, that's a 35% day. Using $1,000. That's $350 today. And price didn't go more than 1% in either direction. Okay? Price went nowhere. Up, here we go, right? Rise, retrace, rise, retrace, rise, retrace, right? Over and over. Here we go. We take this high, right? What happens? So if we take this high, right? What do? We test the 4-hour 50 EMA and the weekly VWAP, and we recover the remainder of this liquidity. Look at that. Look what's lined up once again. What a shocker, right? It's amazing, right? What's a shocker? What a shocker, right? Then just above, what do we have here, right? We have our reverse scope up at the weekly VWAP, right? Also at this previous high. Okay, we have multiple levels lining up. All right, so we go to the lower time frames, gives you a better idea of price action. That's how I monitor my charts. Okay, let's see. Let's go to FTM and then I'll wrap it up, guys. I just want to do a quick session. Wife just got home. I got to go empty the car. All these damn water bottles. Okay, let's look at FTM. I mean, I was talking to somebody else about it. Look, oh, Jesus, look at that. Look at it play out like anything else, okay? What a beautiful move, right? What do we have, guys? Come on. Extension, retrace, right? Comes back down, scope of the move. Bring it where it's supposed to go. Scope of the move, because it's off of this high right here, right? Bang. If you miss the entry, wait for the scope. Okay, what do we have? Right there. Last week's psychological low. Okay, now where do we stand, right? So what do? We just pull it up to the next high and look at that. Isn't that amazing how it just lines up? So now the recovery of the green lines exactly up with the scope of this move. Huh. What a coincidence. And last week's low. What a coincidence, right? Except there are no coincidences in the market. There are only what? Confluences. Right? Look at this. Come on, guys. What was our... Look. Same as Bitcoin. Extended above the 50 EMA, coming into multiple levels of resistance. Okay? 200 EMA, reverse scope of the move, and the tactical zone previous high. Right? What they do, look at them. Devious, right? They pin the high and drop. Okay? Pin into that liquidity and drop, right? Pin the longs that are, okay, we break above the London high, we're going to the moon, right? Because it's the previous low. Look at that. Like, here's the actual previous low, right? We broke above it, so let's look at it how they see it, right? Here's how they see it, right? Here's the level, right? Oh, yeah, that's the level of resistance. Look, bang, they take the high, induce the longs, hit the stop losses, couple little stops, pin the damn, look at that. Look at that beauty. Does that do something for you guys or just me, right? I have goosebumps. Look at that. Sydney high hits the reverse scope. Look at that. 19670, 19670 to the dollar, to the Satoshi, right? Or is that's just Bitcoin, right? To the Phantom Satoshis, whatever you call them, Phantom Moshis, I don't know, right? It's a beautiful thing, guys, right? So when we come up here, of course we're longing. So this is where it gets interesting. This is when you guys get it more advanced. This is where you end up. This is where you end up like me, right? We long the low, right? Extended from the 50 EMA. Coming in multiple level support, previous liquidity left to recover, right? So now we have hit, right? So now we enter, right? We enter. I don't know why it's not. This is crazy, this computer today. Enter. Too much Minecraft, right? What do we got? Take profit 1. Take profit 2, right? On the long. Okay, so now we long. We're up 2 take profits. Our stop loss now moves from out of profit. We move it into profit, right? Underneath this low, underneath the scope extension, right? Then we short, right? So now we're short, and guess what? We just hit, what did we hit? We just hit take profit 1 at the 50, right? I mean, it's probably, you know, nothing to shake a stick at, right? 1.8, 2%, right? I'm up 32%, right? So let's look at this, just this trading day when you get there, right? Even if you just caught this, right? 5 in the morning, London session, where, you know, New Yorkers, London, wake up, right? Typical session, right? You get what? 5.5% to the upside, 2 take profits, and you're now up, right? What do? You're up 2% to the downside, okay? Now we take profit 1. We draw a reverse scope, of course, okay? What do we see, right? Okay, we're a little resistance level here. What we got, right? We got a previous high, okay, boom. Reverse scope of the move, okay, right? So now we got our initial balances set. What time is it? 9:30. Yep, we got initial balance set. Okay. So now your short stop loss moves into profit. It's now above the multiple levels of resistance, but it's in profit. All right. It's above the daily high, the initial balance high, the 200 EMA, and the tactical zone. Okay. So now, talk about a beautiful thing, Hers, before I end. So now, right, you are long with 2 profits taken and stop loss in profit, and you are short, and these will be easy to know entries, right? You would look at this, you saw this green candle into the 200 and the reverse scope in the tactical zone, you probably wouldn't even look. You probably, if you were drinking coffee or on the phone, your fingers would probably just crawl over. Like, you ever see the movie Addams Family? Like, you're going to get to the point you're doing whatever, your Addams Family hand's going to crawl over. You hear that's the noise it's going to make. It's on my laptop. And it's going to enter the trade for you. It's going to get to that level. I told people, and then they didn't believe me until, right, Martin, some of you guys, you didn't believe me until it happened. When I said, once it clicks, once you really get it, and it'll happen sooner than later, and when it happens, you'll know it, right? You will be able to look at a chart, right? Because I do it all the time, and now some of you guys do. John does it, right? You guys see on a stream, hey, TJ, look at ADA, it's extended. It looks like a good opportunity for a short. And I'll go to the chart and it'll look like this, right? And I'll say, absolutely it does. And I have to take the entry because, as you guys know who've been with the channel, if you ask me if it looks like a good entry and I tell you yes, I take the entry too, right? Why wouldn't I? If I think it's a good entry, I'm a trader. Why the hell wouldn't I take it? If it's good enough for your money, why wouldn't it be good enough for mine? Right? If I didn't take the entry too, then what kind of trader am I? If I see a good opportunity for short and I don't take it, I'm sitting right at the computer talking about it. Sounds like a little BS to me, right? So I do that, right? And we have won, 90-something% of the time, right? You're welcome. Just kidding. No, thank you guys. You guys keep me sharp. Teaching helps me stay sharp in my trading. And it fulfills my passion of helping people. I love to help people, right? So you'll come to the chart and you'll just see it and you just have to take it, right? And then you'll see another one. You have to take it, right? And then you'll get to that level too. You need to be long and short. You have an urge to be long and short, right? It's like an OCD habit. Like if you touch the door, from the left hand, you got to touch it with the right. You go long, you got to go short, So then, like I said, you're long with profit taken, stop loss and profit. You're now short, profit taken, stop loss and profit, right? You now really, you literally don't care which way price goes. Like, yeah, we trade the price action. Yeah, I get it. We don't care which way price goes. But you literally do not care which way price goes. You're locked in 2 wins and profit, okay? And then what do I do, right? So now I'm long, 2 profits taken, right? When price comes back down to this level, okay, I'm just looking to add to the long. That's it. If I get stopped out, my short makes more money and I look for the next long, right? Now we don't have to guess tops or bottoms, right? Long, take profit, stop down and profit. Long, take profit, stop down and profit. Long, take profit, we're still in the position. If it keeps going, we're good. We didn't have to guess that this was the bottom. It was just the third long position we took. Does that make sense, guys? All right, that's where we're going to get at, okay? But you're going to look at the charts and you're going to be like, damn, there was a time when I had 12 open trade, 12 open, trading 11 coins, sorry, not 12. I don't lie, guys. I never lie here. about my trades. That's one thing I take serious. It was 11 coins, and I showed you guys all of them. Phantom, Sand, Gala. You guys were just calling out coins on that stream, and you guys were killing me. You were killing me. Everything was friggin' perfect entry. Perfect 4 entries. Okay? I post a lot of them in the Discord, right? That's why they call them sniper shots, right? Hit the top of the wick in a 1-minute candle. It's like shooting the candle off a birthday cake, right? So it got so bad that I was long and short on all of them, and my discipline fell. I felt my discipline falling to shit, right? I couldn't monitor the trades like I should. Just let that one run. Just move the stop loss into profit. Don't set any take profit. I'll set a take profit at like 150%. Let's just let it run today. You know what I mean? And then what happened was I added to an ADA position or an ETH position, and I forgot to set the second stop loss, because if you add to a position on Bybit, it's not a new trade, but you have to add another stop loss for that portion of the position. And I ended up losing several $100s. Thank God it wasn't crazy. For ETH it was, sorry. For ETH I lost like $1,000 or something like that. Something crazy. I had already hit 3 take profits. I added hefty back into the position. Didn't set the take profit. Price dump, and I woke up. Thank God I saved the position a little bit. I did so, I hedged in. I forgot what I did, but it wasn't that bad, but it wasn't good. And then listen to this, because that's how I am. So as I'm rambling on stream, telling everybody the same thing I'm telling you, that night, this was like 3 weeks later, I was like, guys, don't trade too many coins. Trading too many, it sounds like it sounds like something that's too good to be true. Yeah, but it's a good problem to have. I know, blah 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 blah. And then don't trade too many cryptos. This is what happened to me. I did this on ETH, right? And that night, I had all these stupid trades open, and I added to my ADA position. Thank God, I opened it at the daily open, and I already had so many open positions. And that you remember, guys, I only used 10 to 15K in my margin account. And then when I make extra, when it gets over that at the end of the week, like Saturday, Sunday, I transfer it out into a spot account, mostly USDT. I got a ton of USDT. Unfortunately, Bybit said they're going to be unlocked by this weekend. Let's see. Well, he said he will look into it and he'll get it taken care of. We'll see, guys. It's been weeks. If I lose, I'm just trying to stay positive, because if that account doesn't get unlocked, yes, I can get it back. I can make it back. I gotta, but I'd be starting from scratch, and I would cry. I don't care about the money. I don't even treat it like it's really money. You know what I mean? It's my percentage gains. It's just my gains. It's my reward for doing what I'm doing, right? It's like a game. It's like poker chips. I haven't cashed them in yet, right? It's like chips. That's exactly what it is. My account is like my poker chips. They're just for playing poker. They're not. I don't go to the rack and cash out poker chips and go buy lunch. You know what I mean? So, anyways, I did the same thing that night. Thank God I had so many open positions with that little margin. The ADA didn't have a big position, so I lost like 30%. It was only $250 or something like that. I woke up, I'm like, did I really just do that? And then I stopped. And then I would trade a max of 3 coins, but I tried to keep it Bitcoin and one alt, and it was usually Solana, and that's what Solana made more for me in a month than Bitcoin did in 2, but that was just because I was getting the moves were crazy too. Okay. Sonny, thanks for showing Taggerby's new work. Yes, absolutely, guys. All right, so let me wrap it up. I'm really gonna wrap it up now. I do have stuff in the water. It's starting to get really bad outside. So I want to get everything inside. Make sure everything's buttoned up tight. Apologize. I wanted to do the stream a little bit earlier, but we had all this stuff going on. Okay, what do you see now? Right? We crossed the VWAP. We're showing some support. Let's take a look at what the buyers do. Not a lot of volume, guys. Not a lot of volume for an open. 100 million. 30-minute candles on Binance futures. Not a lot. Volume is this, like, the volume is back here, right? At city time, 506 million. That's volume, 506. Okay, so, all right, guys, gonna wrap it up. Thank you for coming. All right, tomorrow's Friday. We're gonna get a stream in tomorrow. We're gonna do some content for you guys for the VIPs, for the snipers. Everybody else, I'll try to get a live stream too. This week, like you see the streams, they're unlisted. I'm not putting them up. This is just me and you guys chatting as intimate setting as we can. Give everybody a chance to ask the questions they want. I'm not posting outside the Discord. Next week I'll start actually, or maybe even this weekend, I'll really do some streams. I got Daddy Nico. You guys remember Daddy Nico from Bruno's fan club Discord, our trading late guy. I'm sure you remember him. All his streams have been very popular. Everyone's always asking. We always love to have him on the show. I'm gonna talk to JJ again. We're gonna get JJ on and my buddy Jordan from Rip and Dip Traders. He does stocks. We're going to do a little me, him, and JJ. Him, Todd, Jordan on the stock side, me on crypto. We're going to throw some questions at JJ, get to know him, and then I'm going to head over to Jordan's channel, probably do some stuff with him. We're going to get going, guys. We got a big year ahead. I know we had a slow start. Revamping everything. We're going to get you guys everything you need, okay? I'm feeling back. As you can feel my voice, I feel like I made it through a full stream. I didn't even take a sip of water because my mouth was too busy talking, okay? So for everybody that came, thank you very much. Obviously this link will be posted in the Discord. It won't be on YouTube. But starting, in the next couple of days, I will make the intros and get some content out, like some live price action. Here, obviously, there wasn't much, right? I mean, for Bitcoin, like I said in the Discord, right? I gave you guys, I projected the price action I felt would be the highest probability for literally the last 24 hours now. What was it? Yeah. The first trade I gave you guys was 2045, 1045. So the last 23 hours straight, we have projected price action pretty much exactly, right? We call the long entries, rise up into this level, back test of this candle, pushing up to the next level. We know what's going to happen, right? What are they doing? Pinning the high, like I said, notable volume taking the high. We'll see what happens here, right? But we already took profit, right? So in this position, right, you'd now be stopped out in profit, but you already took profit on your short. That's why I was saying to you guys, we take profit quickly. Some people wouldn't look at this move and say, oh, I took profit. No, but we took profit because of the likelihood of finding support or resistance at previous liquidity, okay? So we don't let wins turn into losses, right, Hurst? Right? You took profit here. So instead of this win, this 1% times leverage. So for me, instead of a 16% potential win, I now get stopped out for an 8% loss. We don't do that here. All right. Some of the moves may be small. Some of the moves might be small profit, right? But it might be small money. But we never, right? Remember what I always say. It might be small money on some trades, but we never, ever, ever allow them to take money off the table that was already ours, right? All right, guys, so going to end with that. Going to go help the wifey out in the rain. Don't go, babe. I'm coming now. All right, guys. Another great stream. Love you guys, and I will see you again soon. I'll see you in the Discord. Hopefully not for 23 straight hours, right? Because it's getting tired. Getting a little tiring, right? So let me see. What's up with my OBS, right? I can't even see. My OBS doesn't want to let me go because I can't even find the stop stream button, right? Something's going on with my OBS. Let me see. Let me see if I can pull it up on the screen. You guys can see yourselves, right? All right, guys. Well, I'll see you in the Discord. Until next time, as always, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right, Hurst?